let's move on to the shutdown. The president today talked about the terms. And again, we all know what's eventually going to happen. There'll be some forcing mechanism. Maybe it'll be the paychecks being delayed. But at some point, there'll be a deal where there'll be a clean CR, but a wink and a nod to say we're going to have talks about healthcare. I mean, it's not, most shutdowns have like 72 things that have to be worked through. There's just one thing that has to be worked through. What's the sequencing of the healthcare conversations? Hans, am I right?
You're right, but you're wrong on the timing, right?
Meaning,
I mean, that happens, but I don't see there being enough pressure on either side right now. And again, no one's really felt any real pain to your point here. No one's missed
yeah,
paychecks. Like the
yeah,
pain threshold hasn't really been tested. I tend to think the pain threshold's higher on this one
yeah,
just for a lot of reasons.
yeah,
And so my initial line, which was glib, and I apologize for it being glib, but my initial line going into this shutdown, there was 100% certainty of a shutdown and it would last 72 hours or 7 weeks. Well, we're past this. We're at day 8. So we're
right.
past 72 hours. It seems more likely that the 7 week
Yeah.
and then you can kind of churn. The only other way out of it that you're not thinking of or that you didn't mention is that you just go through the regular appropriations process while the government shut down and you
Yeah.
do all 13 appropriations bills. And that is like, you're starting to hear a few whispers about that, but that's pretty dicey too.
Maybe. I doubt it. Or, well, as long as you brought it up, let's polymarket this question. When will the government shutdown end? From our friends at Polymarket. Interesting question. When will it end? And of course, there's lots of new data. Go ahead and put up number 17, please. Um, Here we go. When will it end? October 15th, which is in a week or later, 85% chance, according to the bettors at Polymarket, 85% chance, 15% combined, ending either this week by tomorrow or next week. So Hans, seems like the betting market at the bettors at Polymarket agree with you that we're dug in here for a bit.
How much do people wager on Polymarket? Are they like real bets?
Yeah, they're real
Do we know?
bets. Yeah, real
Like, I
bets.
mean, is it $5 or five? I mean, $5 for me is real money. Like, it'd be like
Yeah,
$500 for you.
depends on who's on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would frame it differently. I'd tease that horizon out. I would extend the x-axis and make it Thanksgiving or not.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
maybe I'm too pessimistic.
Yeah, understood. All right, a word from our first sponsor. I got a great email today from somebody who said it was all about politics, blah blah blah, Trump, all this stuff, and then the last line said a new paragraph. Mark, you're so right about the Cozy Earth pants. I own 6 of them. So our first sponsor, Cozy Earth, might be happy to hear that because they make great stuff. Viscose from bamboo, sheets, the bubble cuddle blanket, all extraordinary stuff. Really comfortable. Keeps you cool when it's hot. Keeps you hot when it's cool. And the pants are extremely comfortable. I recommend them, as you know. Go right now to cozyearth.com. Use my code two-way for 20% off your full purchase. Promo code two-way. If you want to buy a half dozen pair of pants, definitely put in like the subject line. Mark Halpern told you to buy half a dozen pair of pants. Because home isn't just where you live, it's how you feel. Let's go home with Cozy Earth. Again, go to cozyearth.com. Use the code two-way for 20% off your purchase. They say that something that's easy is like a walk in the park. Well, easier than a walk in the park, hit the subscribe button, be part of the two-way community, never miss an episode, be part of our conversations. Thank you for your service to America. And don't forget, you can now listen to the morning meeting and two-way tonight on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.